It was early 1915. World War I had been raging for almost a year, and the flames of war were burning across Europe. The conflict was reaching its peak not only on the battlefield, but also on the sea. The naval war between Britain and Germany was becoming increasingly fierce. The British Navy had created a blockade of the seas so that Germany could not get the necessary goods and weapons. On the other hand, Germany's powerful U-boat submarine force was busy destroying British ships. At this time, the RMS Lusitania, a marvel of the British maritime world, began its regular voyage from New York to Liverpool. The Lusitania was a sophisticated and luxurious ship, built using the latest technology of the time. It was the pride of the British Cunard Line Company, built in 1906 and was one of the fastest and largest passenger ships of the time. The ship was 787 feet long and had 4 huge funnels. Its speed was about 25 nautical miles per hour, which was much higher than that of a normal passenger ship. May 1st, 1915. The Lusitania set sail from New York Harbor. The ship had 1,959 passengers and crew. The passengers were citizens of various countries, but most were British and American. However, a strange incident occurred before this voyage. An advertisement was placed in the New York Times by Germany, which stated, "Anyone planning to cross the Atlantic should be aware that Germany and Britain are currently at war. Any British or Allied ship may be the target of our attack." Despite this threat, the passengers did not hesitate to board the Lusitania. They thought that such a large and fast ship would never sink easily. As the Lusitania crossed the Atlantic towards Britain, the German submarine U-20 was observing their movements. The captain of U-20 was Walter Schwieger, a skilled and brave German naval commander. His orders were to attack enemy ships on sight. But was it right to attack a huge passenger ship like the Lusitania? Schwieger did not hesitate, because German intelligence had reported that the Lusitania was not only carrying passengers, but was also secretly carrying weapons and ammunition for Britain. The Germans saw it as a military target. May 7th, 1915, 2:10 p.m. The Lusitania was near the Irish coast, about to enter British waters. But they did not know that the U-20 submarine was right behind them. Suddenly, a torpedo was fired from the U-20. Within seconds, it hit the Lusitania on the right. The entire ship shook with a loud explosion. But the strange thing is, such a large ship is not usually supposed to sink so quickly after being hit by a single torpedo. But within a few moments, another powerful explosion occurred inside the Lusitania. What was this explosion? Many researchers say that it was the explosion of secret gunpowder and ammunition carried inside the ship. In 18 minutes, this huge ship completely sank into the abyss of the Atlantic. 1,198 people died that day, 128 of whom were American citizens. Those who survived were floating in the cold seawater. Some were able to climb into lifeboats, but most of them froze to death in the cold water. As soon as the news of the sinking of the Lusitania spread, the whole of America erupted in anger. Britain also took advantage of this incident to drag America into the war. However, the then U.S. President Woodrow Wilson did not want to go to war immediately. But 2 years later, in 1917, when the Zimmermann telegram was leaked, in which Germany was inciting Mexico to war against the United States, America did not wait any longer. On April 6, 1917, the United States officially entered World War I to avenge the destruction of the Lusitania and to change the balance of the war in Europe. The controversy over the Lusitania incident continues to this day. Germany said the Lusitania was carrying military equipment, so it was a legitimate target. Britain said it was a completely innocent passenger ship and that Germany's attack was a war crime. Many historians believe that the British government deliberately put the ship in danger so that America could enter the war. The Lusitania was destroyed more than a century ago, but its echoes can still be heard today. A war, a conspiracy, and the cries of thousands of innocent lives forever etched in the pages of history.